I'm gonna. Should I move over to the podcast? It feels weird. He's gone. I'm gonna move over to the podcast. So
Ryan.
I can't get the music back. I've actually closed the page. So I'm gonna move over to the pod. This is the weirdest way of us doing that. Hey, you're back.
Rare, innit?
Hi, Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we're all here. So,
Yes.
as always, hello, fellow cravers, and welcome to the CTG podcast, episode 144. It is Wednesday, the 17th of May. As always, you have me, GD, we have Ryan, and we have Tastic. How are you guys this week?
I'm all right this week.
You're right this week?
This whole week I'm fine, yeah.
Is it? Well, you're happy because you're going on holiday soon.
Yay!
Yeah.
All expenses paid.
Ah.
I'll be here for next week's.
Oh wow! I'm stuck here in sunny England.
It's sunny, to be fair.
It's sunny for you. It's not sunny for me. I've got this cloud that's above
the
there.
sun
I like to
coming
point
in
out.
through my window.
No,
You can see that the shadow, the cascades with the desk, and that's daylight. This is indoor light, daylight, indoor light.
Oh, I'd like to
All lights.
1 minute. I'd like to point something out. So you can see my window just over there.
It's night time.
It looks like night time. We're in the
Nighttime,
We're in
there
the
you
same damn country. What is
Only
happening?
5
Is it like
minutes
a
down the road
border?
and it's already fucking nighttime over there.
It's alright, but we're not that far of distance from each other. That's the weird thing. It's alright, but for Tastic, it's just the sun's just suddenly shown up for him. That's English weather. Anyway, guys, it's what I don't know why we just argued about the lie.
British, that's
we're
what
British.
we do.
We argue about the weather.
Damn it.
I sort of think DG's really locked in the basement. They just put a window there so he thinks he's up in the other floors.
No, the weird thing is, it's not the basement. I'm in the attic. See this here?
I've got to tell you.
This here. This is actually the roof. Oh wow. Anyway,
No, but
well,
yeah, this week.
this week. So anyway, let's start off how we normally start off these things. So what have you guys been playing this week? We might as well start with you, Ryan.
Well, me and Woody, we went to go to Game Mania in Blackpool, where you could play a load of computer games from the past.
What's Game Mania then?
Game Mania is a retro event that's just recently started. It wasn't that good, I'll admit, but there was like a shining moment.
A shining moment. Go ahead.
Not a massive fan of movie to computer games, are we?
There is some good ones, but most of them are shit. Yeah.
Right. Picture this: there's a film. It's been out a while. Everybody loves it, and it's about computer games, right? So there's a film about computer games, and
Wreck-It
now
Ralph?
there's a computer game about a film about computer games. There's a Wreck-It Ralph arcade machine.
Whoa! 1 minute. So did someone actually make an arcade
Somebody
machine?
actually made Wreck-It Ralph the game. In everything, in all its glory.
In all this,
It was amazing.
I
should've
do
gone on it.
actually
Saw
want to
it.
play it actually now.
Yeah.
So,
It was quite hard to get hold of. It was quite hard to get on.
I'm
I
guessing so.
Snapchatted it.
But, yeah, by the sounds of
Straight
things,
away.
it's one of those kind of things that, well, look, it's like anything. I think when we talk about video game movies itself, I say Wreck-It Ralph was one of the better ones that has actually come out that was based around video games. I think we already know that Wreck-It Ralph 2 is actually in production, well, pre-production at the moment. So that's how much of that Disney definitely liked that. Well, how much money that movie actually made for them. But yeah, someone actually made the arcade machine. Wow. Are you saying so? So what's it called again? Arcade Mania? Did you say?
Game Mania.
Game
It
Mania.
wasn't really that good of a gaming conference, but yeah, you know, it was the weekend. Might as well go down. There was like Bomberman. Me, Woody, and Stu, we ended up playing Bomberman for quite some time. And then when we got bored, we ended up coming back to here and playing Bomberman, which
Yeah, the Battle Fest is
see,
different.
yeah. But yeah, wasn't that much going on. They did have VR headsets for everybody to have a play around on, but I wasn't really that arsed because I played on one already, and well, he gets seasick. So
Which VR headset was it? Did you know, or was it multiple?
it was the PlayStation VR.
It was the
They had
PlayStation
a
VR itself.
I really did want to go on to fight an X-wing again because that was great, but it wasn't worth queuing up for. But
Yeah.
it was a good little day out.
So I'm trying to actually find it on here. Here we go, GameMania.co.uk. So yeah,
Gone for
Blackpool.
2 days. I don't think I could have. I'm quite grateful I didn't end up going for 2 days because we weren't there. We was there about an hour or an hour and a half.
The thing is, it just. I'm guessing it wasn't that big. That big.
No, it wasn't that big at all, really.
Well, I'm having a look here what it actually had. So, you know, it's better. No offense, it says here, can you pay cash on the door? Yes.
Yeah.
Just saying that. Not many expos allow you to do that because they probably don't have tickets available by the time it gets to the actual event. Paul says Game Mania was poop. So yeah, well, it had a tournament. Tournaments were out of day. There were Smash Bros.
It had a tournament where people didn't show up.
If there was
an announcer, there was an announcer announcing, like people that come who had put them names down.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't be asked turning up.
Basically, they look for the door. I'm gonna have.
They're like going, yeah, my name's Bob Kyle. I'll play this game.
Oh, 1 minute. I just got here from Paul. I wrote a review on their page and they took it off not long after. Oh, please don't be a DashCon.
Bad.
I've realised that's what our level of game conference and expos are. You've got the top ones like your E3s, your E3s, your Gamescom and stuff like that. A little bit low, you've probably got EGX, not as big as those ones, but still quite big. And then you go all the way down to the very bottom, and the lowest point of it all is DashCon. Where it's bad when their main attraction is a ball pit. And then that's still bad.
Well, I mean, even Replay Expo, that's great. I mean, that's what we thought initially it was going to be, like another retro arcade game. Like, but when you've got the one thing that's the best thing about it is the Wreck-It Ralph, which, to be fair, it was really good, and I really wanted to play it, and I'm really gutted that I didn't manage to play it. At the end of the day. But it's just. I mean, the music they had playing around it was just terrible. It was terrible.
So
overpriced stalls as well.
Well, yeah, that's normally how it works with expos, mate.
Yeah.
So how much was it actually to get in? If you don't mind. £15. So yeah, that does sound really expensive for it. So I'm looking through the page here. Look. I'm guessing this is its first year anyway. I'm hoping it's first year, what I've seen on the actual images. And the thing is, everything has to start somewhere. And hopefully we'll probably come in about a couple of years' time, if it's still around, Games Mania might be a little bit better.
They might have 4 Wreck-It Ralph machines.
Oh my god, you could have a Wreck-It Ralph 2 machine! But yeah,
I don't think he'll be coming for a second time around. If they do, they may end up naming it something else.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry for it's got copyright. Games Mania 2016. So I'm guessing this is either its first or second year of doing it. So So my way of saying it, they have to start somewhere, and by the looks of things, it might not be going anywhere else. So, what else have you actually been playing anyway, Ryan?
Well, me and you had a game of Portal 2, didn't we?
We went back to Portal 2. We can't really say much.
Oh my god, I love this game. And look at, I like the little robots. They are so cute. I want to pinch their cheeks.
Yeah, we've actually managed to finish the main story in it by the looks of things, but we still have got a bunch of levels that we've got to do.
See, there you go. You think we've finished the main story.
I
don't think we've finished the main story.
Dude,
We've got more
we
levels.
had credits!
Yeah, we had the credits, but when have they ever told us the truth? We know the cake's a lie. We know everything else is a lie.
Good point.
Maybe the ending's a lie.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But either way, we've still got a bunch of levels left to do on that one. So the thing is, we might not be doing it for at least a couple of weeks. Well, you're not here for a couple of weeks, aren't you? So we might not be doing it until later in the summer. But we've got enough footage now to last us at least a couple of months with Portal 2. I think we've not long got into the second night stuff that we've actually done. So and I look forward to seeing some more of that. We had a ton of fun doing it ourselves. So anything else you've played apart from Portal 2? Anything that you know streaming? Anything new?
Well, actually, I don't know, since the last podcast, or since I was last on podcast, that'll be like 2 weeks. What did Manuel Samuel?
Ah, yes. I think we did talk a little bit about that, didn't we? I think we did. I'm not 100% sure. So, Manuel Samuel, for people that don't know about it, do you want to explain it a little bit in your own words, Ryan?
Well, basically, you know how in every other computer game you just do this to move?
Yeah, 1 minute, just to explain something. Ryan's mic is having a little issue. He tried to give it a drink a couple of days ago. So is it
still crap?
It is cutting in and out at the moment, yeah. So it's I
think I may bother through the Kinect then.
Yeah. Just if you can, just go through the Kinect. It might be a lot easier. It might get a clearer sound. Say something.
How about it?
Yeah, that's better. So so we're gonna have Connect Ryan tonight. So
nice. Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing at all. So anyway, yeah,
I've got kids upstairs that'll come down screaming their faces off.
So anyway, you was explaining Manuel Samuel.
So Manuel Samuel is a nightmare of a game, although it is a really, really funny as well at the same time.
Yes.
So basically, where in most computer games you just move the joystick to move, in Manuel Samuel you have to do everything. Like to move your left foot, you've got to move the left trigger. Move your right foot, you've got to move the right trigger. You've got to remember to blink.
Oh God, yeah, and breathe.
And eat and chew, swallow.
Chug coffee on your face.
Bend over.
Fall down some stairs.
Fall downstairs. Straight, align your spine.
When he says manual, he means everything is manual. Even to a point, I think one of my favourite scenes is where you're actually going to a car. And what has happened, this guy called Samuel had been hit by a truck. And he dies. But then Death basically says, hey, give me some of your, is it soul books or something like that?
Yeah, instead of like cash, they've got tickets of life or something like that.
Yeah, and I think he gave him most of your tickets of life to Death, and he brought you back to life. But the catch here is you've got to survive 24 hours doing everything manually.
Yeah.
And like I said, one of my favourite scenes is Death is following you around all the time, and I'm going to say he is probably one of the best skateboarders out there.
Not just that. It's not just surviving. You've actually got to do fights. There's boss fights.
Yeah. So it's basically everything. He's got to survive. What is probably one of the most action-packed days for Samuel ever.
It's like playing Call of Duty blindfolded, no sound and no sense of taste, and you got to hold your breath.
And you're using a Move controller.
Backwards.
Backwards. But yeah, so you basically go into a car, and the actual death actually turns it because your car used to be automatic. He actually changed the car to manual,
Oh, yeah.
just to make it even worse.
I mean, if people don't know how to drive a manual car in the first place, it's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, if for any
I knew
game,
that.
yeah.
I know how to drive a car, and you saw me. I kept forgetting to press the clutch or move my foot over to the clutch.
Well, it's not just
That's
that.
what you
It's like any game, like say Gran Turismo or Forza, where you can play manual drive. I would never recommend do that in a game unless you really, really are confident of playing manual.
Yeah, but in Gran Turismo, when you're playing a manual game, you don't have to move your foot over to the clutch.
No, you don't. You just press up and down. But
It's like Surgeon Simulator.
I like to point. That's a thing I wanted to point out actually. So Surgeon Simulator, Tastic not long did it for VR. I did it for just normal. VR seems so much easier to do for that bloody game because you've got
Watch
both
them back, they
hands.
are pretty funny. I just like the way you're slapping his face all the time. Like, come on, wake up.
Making sure Bob's asleep. Oh, have you guys seen the game from Manuel Samuel creators called Human Fall Flat? I've seen
I've seen footage.
yeah, I've seen it on the marketplace at the moment, but I've not. So you said that you've seen some footage of it, Tatastic. Why is this Human Fall Flat? I've got a feeling I might know, but
I don't know, it's very hard to explain. It's like this little white guy that just sat. The footage I've seen is just like a trailer where he falls and hits a thing and he's just. It's a rail and bends over it, but it's just like weird.
Yes, I thought it was. I've seen other people play this. So the point of it is that you've got to do a bunch of puzzles. Yeah, so Human Fall Flat is an open-ended physics-based puzzle game in which you take control of Builder Bob, not Bob the Builder, Builder Bob.
Yep.
And they're helping him resolve the mysteries behind his reoccurring dreams of falling. Your goal is to take Bob through his dreams full of puzzles, dangers and surprises. The world of Bob dreams are built on his daily experiences, hopes, fears and memories. His acquaintances are interweaved in the net of dreams so hard to escape. All this mess is carefully crafted work of the Dream Maker, who is, wait, no more spoilers. That's what it actually says for its on its page about what the hell it is. So it's he said that's from the same people that made Manuel Samuel. So yeah, that's available now on Xbox One and PS4, and
Also a
on Steam as
bundle
well.
on Xbox 360 where you get Manuel Samuel that what was it? Hero Fall
Human Fall Flat.
Flat, and there's another game as well.
I can actually have a look because that's something I want to mention beforehand. So a couple of weeks ago, I complained about the Xbox app on iPhone 7s, where it wasn't working properly. It's working again. So I can see everything on my So they did an update.
Program.
No, it's not a preview program. It's just a normal app on it. So they did an update. I think it was yesterday actually, and that update seems to have fixed a few problems with this. Also included there's an update on the Xbox as well, which has brought arenas into it and tournaments into it. Only one game works with tournaments at the moment, and that is Killer Instinct. But they have said that they are going to be trying to get more games into it as well. They don't want to just do tournaments; they also want to do like cooperative stuff. So it makes it so much easier for people to. They want to try and make it the Xbox a huge social thing, which of course that's their main point. Because there was a graph that not long came out about about Microsoft. The consoles are not their center point in their gaming side. Xbox Live is their center point now. Which, when you say that, it sounds weird, but when you look at it, Xbox Live is anything to do with Microsoft's gaming system now. So, like on Windows 10, it's Xbox Live. You use your Xbox Live account for it. If you look at 360 and Xbox One, they want to make a service, not a console thing anymore.
Yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see how it goes with that. Paul says, you can put your own face onto the characters and it's got local co-op. Seems interesting. That's about Human Fall Flat. Yeah. So you might put your face on there. Go and see what happens to it.
Other games have done that in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Rainbow Six Vegas did it, didn't it?
Well, Rainbow, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. A lot of sports games do that as well. I think one of the most nightmarish ones, NBA, which didn't work. And a game that we use quite often here in Crave Your Game, WWE 2K7, the 2K games, they do the same thing as well. You can use a face creator mode to put your face onto your character as well.
What, with the Kinect?
No. It's a separate. So you use something like a creator app on your phone, which you can take the photo with it, and then you can send it up onto for like a separate thing over to it.
Is that what you did for us?
No, I did it for mine, but I didn't do it for yours because I didn't really have a clear enough picture of you guys at that time, and I couldn't really just say, hey guys, can I borrow your faces for a bit, because I wanted to keep it as much of a secret as I possibly could. But yeah, talking about WWE, this Thursday, as you can see down there, it is our predictions for Backlash, and our main event is a Fatal 4-Way match for the CTG Championship. GD versus Hanksy versus Heavenly versus the champion Red Shimmy. Who will win? GD.
Shimmy.
No! Shimmy will not win. GD will walk away with that title and be proud of it.
Have I ever won any of these?
I don't think you've actually won a match yet, no.
I don't think I have.
So, well, let me think. What matches has Ryan been in? So he's been in the Elimination Chamber match, which Shimmy ended up winning to go and face at WrestleMania. Then when it came to WrestleMania, you was in Shimmy's corner as a ringside help, in a way. And then to Payback, which we just not long had, it was a six-person tag team match with me, Hanksy, and Heavenly versus you, Doc, and Billy. And of course, as 3-1, that's why we're in the Fatal 4-Way match. So no, you haven't actually won a match yet, mate.
At least I've done good in the zombie game.
Oh yeah, you did good. Yeah, you did brilliantly in the goddamn zombie game.
Was it?
I'll talk more about the zombie game in a bit because, like I said, that's what I've been playing this week. But first, I feel like, is there any other games you wanted to mention, Ryan, before we move on? No,
I think I'm done.
So what about you, Paul? What have you been playing this week?
I had the joys of continuing Zeros, so I could finish the review.
So, before we say anything, Zero, how do you spell Zero? Is it Zheroes, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's got Eon.
Hasn't got a neon. Either way, it's a game that had already come out as a Games with Gold on the Xbox, and it's not long just come out on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you had the joys to write a review for it.
Yep.
Go on, mate. I'll let you vent your frustration of that game because I remember actually talking to you through Skype, talking through text on Skype.
Yeah.
You were so struggling to actually do a review for this game.
It was, yeah. I tried to think of something nice to say, but then as it started being nice, it just sort of went, but it still was shit. In my head.
Come on.
They've try to make the enemies look good in visual style, but then I've got about 4 different types of enemies, so they all look shit.
So there's shit, or even shitter.
It got to the point where ended up getting 29% as a score, and I felt like that was still a bit too generous.
Well, like you said, you've played worse games.
Oh yeah, I played
I
worse.
think I know I've played worse games. I've even played worse games, and I've actually streamed those games. So, yeah, I understand where your frustration comes from that, because I have actually played that game myself
Yeah.
for about less than 5 minutes, and I've never gone back to it. I've actually,
Yeah.
I think it isn't. Yeah, I've not even got it installed anymore. I'm just having a quick check to see. There we go, zeros. Yeah, it's got 2.5 stars on the Microsoft Store at the moment. And 57% on Metacritic. So,
I think IGN Italia give it 80. I don't know who's reviewing for them.
I don't know. So, I've got the Metacritic score. So, Zeros is a 3D beat 'em up, set on one goal, pure and fast action. Plenty of fights and an original style will take the players on a fascinating and twisted journey. Yeah, there we go. Eurogamer Italy gave it 80%. This is what they said about it. So, funny, tough, and surprisingly good. Rimlight Studios' debut game, Zeros, is the first unmissable indie game of the year, and one of the best beat-em-ups we've played in the recent years. A must-have if you grew up playing Double Dragon, Streets of Rage, and Final Fight. No. This is. I think this is one that we can actually agree with here. So this one gave it 70%. It doesn't do enough to make itself stand out among a crowd of side-scrolling beat-em-ups, playing like a multitude of games that have come before it. I can't emphasize enough that I did enjoy playing Zeros, but I did find my attention being drawn to other games waiting to be started that lay on my shelf. As I think this is the main problem Zeros has, in that it has released at a time when there are literally stacks of games vying for our hard-earned cash. It's from a site called Brash Games.
I wonder how much it originally scored.
I love it here because it goes. This is how it goes on here. So 80, of course, which was the positive one from Eurogamer Italy. Then it goes 70, 70, 65, 65, 60, and then it drops to 20.
20.
So yeah,
2
it's,
seconds ago, go get a ghost.
yeah, go get Ghost, mate. So so Metascore, like I said, gave it 57 based on 13 critics, but based on 32 user score is rating. Sorry, it's 4.5. So it is a game that I think I wouldn't get it if we got it for free on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the only reason a lot of us ended up playing it.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's not long just come out on the PlayStation, and unfortunately, it's not part. Fortunately, sorry, it's not part of its PlayStation Plus because I feel like that'd been a waste of a spot. But I understand where you come from with your pain with that game, and unfortunately, I didn't have to play it all the way through. You did.
Yeah.
So what else have you actually been playing this week? Right.
Loco. Yes.
Go ahead, just talk about the goddamn game. I'm going to point out, I'm not upset because I think it is a really good game, and I think I'm happy that this game has actually come over to the PlayStation 4 because it is one of those PlayStation portable games.
Yeah.
Which, it's a classic on that console with another game that is coming out later this year, which is the same rhythm game style.
Yeah, by the same people.
Patapon. Is all three coming out, or is it just the first
I
one?
don't know, because I thought this was both the Loco Rocos, was only the first one.
Oh. But yeah, Paul saying, awesome, love Loco Roco, my first ever PSP game. I think, what was mine? I think
I've actually got a cardboard cutout Loco Roco, the pink one in my loft, I think.
You're gonna
Like
bring
a
it
3D
down,
cartoon one.
Oh, don't bring it. I'm knowing you. You'll bring it down, and then when it comes to next week, you're gonna leave it in your chair, and I wonder what the hell is going on.
I think I've still got it in the loft.
So explain to people what Loco Roco who don't know it, because I'm guessing there is quite a lot of people who do not know what Loco Roco is.
Yeah, you're just a little yellow blob You eat
Plants.
plants, which are called strawberries, but they're not, and grow bigger.
Yeah, I think every one that you eat, you grow
You grow bigger and
another
bigger.
bit of you. Yeah.
And you've just got to use the triggers to tilt the stage to move, and to hold both bumpers to jump.
Yeah.
But then you've got the enemies in there, which do my in mooges or whatever they're called.
I'm going to say something about those mooches, though. It does seem a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah, a little bit. Oh, hi, Shimmy. How
Yeah.
you doing? Yeah, Ryan's disappeared off somewhere for a little bit. So, oh, there he is.
What do you want about? I've never been gone full time.
Oh, yeah. So, what
Yes,
was?
there he
What?
is.
No, stop. What the hell was we talking about then, Ryan?
You was talking about computer games, duh.
Yeah, which computer game?
General, things.
We was talking about Loco Roco, mate.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, so it was explaining what Loco Roco is. So it is basically you
It's
control.
just like a puzzle game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a rhythm puzzle game.
Collecting stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Which the
well,
music is so bloody
The old
addictive. in that
PlayStation,
one,
aren't they?
so.
It is, but it goes very slow. Some are very laid back, but then some are just off its head.
Yeah, so
And then
stupid song.
I've only just started playing that, but then most of the week I've been playing Moonshot Golf and Moonshot Galaxy on the VR,
What's
which
that?
is like a golf puzzle game. It's like mini golf, but it's on like planets, like a bit like Mario Galaxy planets, and you've got to rotate
Yeah.
the planet to find the green.
Okay.
It's not about hitting, and you've sort of got to set the trajectory of the ball. You're not using a
Oh,
golf
so you're
club.
not actually hitting across the green. You're actually hitting upwards. So
Hitting
you've
up
got
in it,
to-
yeah, because it goes out the planet,
Okay.
and then you've got to hope gravity brings it back in the right place.
That's different, I guess. The thing is, you don't really see that often in mini. Well, I'm guessing it's more based on mini golf than anything.
Yeah, it's like
So-
golf. You've got your tee off spot, you've got greens around, but you've got to get over the gaps and dodge up like obstacles like volcanoes and stuff.
That's
Very-
wicked.
It got to the point when you get to the later levels though, it's very much like throwing a grenade on worms. You just hope you've got it right.
Oh, there was another game that you actually played this week that I don't remember what it was, but it was trippy as hell.
Or Polybius.
Yeah. So it looked like
That's just
acid trip really gone wrong, mate.
Yeah. That's just like a shoot 'em up, but when you're playing it, you sort of lose sight of what you're trying to
Consciousness?
shoot. That lasts about half an hour when I took it off, and when I took it off, my eyes saw the real light. It was like they were bleeding.
I'd like to point this out. So a lot of people were talking about VR when it was when it weren't actually coming out, and people kept on looking about it. Oh, you remember when it was in the 80s and 90s when the Virtual Boy came out? This is the
Yeah.
game that is going to cause that again.
Well, it's a remake of a 1981 arcade machine, which
There's a-
actually got took out. It got like in a lot of trouble because I said people who played it in the arcades were starting to starting to behave really strangely from playing it.
fucking hell.
So
So
they
they
thought, I
thought,
know what.
let's make
Let's
it
put
to
it
a
in
VR
VR.
game. So it used to be an arcade machine, and they thought, you know what? It's not allowed in the arcades anymore. Why not put it in a system where you basically got two television screens attached to your eyeballs,
Yeah.
and let's see how it goes.
And then finally for the VR, I've done about half an hour run Farpoint today.
Oh
Fucking
yeah,
hell.
a lot of people have actually been saying that if you got yourself a PlayStation VR, they do recommend get that game. So
Yeah.
what's your opinion so far? You said half an hour of it, which isn't a lot, but what
It
are you
doesn't-
thinking so far?
It doesn't look as visually impressive as Resident Evil. I thought it would look around the same, but I think Resident Evil still pips it in visual style, but it's fun with the aim controller.
Oh yeah,
was
the
act-
aim
I was
controller, which in other words is the leftover stuff from Link's
Yeah.
crossbow training on the Wii.
But I was actually quite surprised at the build quality of it though, because I thought it was going to feel cheap and flimsy in your hand, but it really doesn't.
Okay.
It's well made. They've got the button positioning in the right place to make it so.
Is this
And I'm looking.
I'm
I'm
one that
looking
you've
forward to
actually
factory.
bought?
Yeah, I bought this one. Yeah,
So how much is this one around about?
I got it on Shop 2 for £69 with the gun.
Right. So, that is a...
See, but I thought you were going to have to put a move controller in the end of the gun, but it's already built into the gun.
Oh, so there's actually a move controller already into the gun. That
Yeah,
I...
I see it.
Oh, I see it over there. Yeah. I know. I thought you actually had to put it in. So it actually did come with a move controller.
It's actually like...
Oh. That's
Built in.
actually that. Yeah. Okay. I give it its dues. That's actually a...
Then you've got your
Oh. good.
analogs in here, and an analog in there, so when you're holding it, you've got your movement button there and there.
So it's not an accessory. It's actually a controller.
Yeah, it's actually its own controller, yeah.
So actually, no. I'll give them dues. That is really clever compared to I was thinking.
Everything I've seen of it, I thought people were sliding the move controller in.
Yeah. That's what I kept on seeing. I was thinking that it was like the only thing that I could have referenced it on was that what you got with the Wii.
Yeah.
But with that was basically just a piece of plastic which you put things in, like most of the accessories that you got for the Wii when it first came out. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
if they've actually made it into a full
It's its own controller,
for
yeah.
it, then yeah,
Oh, it
I'm
reminds me
actually
of the
surprised.
old Super Nintendo one.
Yeah. Oh, what the light gun? Yeah. So
And they're bringing... I know there's a lot of companies have said they're going to support it. There's that Arizona Sunshine, which I never thought would make it to PlayStation VR.
yeah.
Like a zombie horde game. That's coming with that as its controller.
Okay.
And there's one called Dick Wild, which is like a gallery shooter, and that's being that controller.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Paul said the Super Scope.
Super Scope. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a...
Yeah, that's what it was called.
What was basically like a grenade, like an
Super.
RPG type of thing. You hold it like that, and you had a little sight thing just there. I remember that. I've still got it.
I'm very confused about it because I've not watched people play it, but I've watched developers talking about how to use the controller, and like the same
Point and shoot.
like you've got your shoot, but then if you've got a shotgun or a different gun, you've actually got to put that over your shoulder like that and do that, and it brings another gun out for you.
Okay, so it's like it's saying your guns are on your bag.
Yeah, and you've got to like do it and get it. Yeah, very.
Okay. Well, I'm actually really surprised by that because I've seen pictures of it with the that, and like I said, I thought we all thought the same thing.
Yeah.
It was just something that was going to be a piece of plastic that you slid the move controller in. But no,
Yeah.
I'm well done to. I'm guessing it's Farpoint. Who made Farpoint, by the way?
Impulse Gear.
Impulse Gear. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing this is one of their piece of technologies that this is the first game that I've seen it come out with it.
Yeah,
So congratulations to them. And also, like people have been saying, this game is supposed to be a VR must game as well.
yeah.
So yeah, well done to them. We'll probably talk a bit more about it next week, but when
Yeah,
you've
'cause
got
I'll
a
have a
bit
bit
more
more,
time with it. But yeah, so far, what I've heard so far, congratulations to them. with
I've
that.
enjoyed it so far. They're like when you're shooting the enemies, like if you actually lift it up higher to your face, you just look down the sight, you actually see the reticle.
Yeah.
But if you've got
That's
it like
wicked.
if you've got it lower down, you don't see the reticle. You see the sight, but not the reticle. So you've got to actually lift it up
Okay.
to see the red scope type thing. It's good.
Oh, it just works perfectly then.
Yeah,
Well, this is what you expect from VR games though now. So look, the
You're
thing is,
right.
the one thing with PlayStation, like, you got to agree with, when it comes to their accessories and stuff like that, they do work. They work
Yeah.
how they're supposed to work. The
The
thing
next
is,
thing will be those mats that you can run along on, won't it?
yeah, no, it's called a treadmill, mate.
Actually, no, there weren't. There were mats that you could just run along on, weren't there?
There
We
was,
saw them at the EGX.
yeah, it was like
Like a dome.
like a circle type of thing that where you were actually attached
Hopefully
to.
that wasn't a treadmill.
Yeah, well, I don't see those coming into homes, but I do see those ones coming into like arcades and theme parks.
You can end up making those
I
shapes.
don't know what
Or some Wii Fit boards. I'm pretty sure they'll end up bringing them in at some
Yeah,
point.
but the difference is with the Wii Fit board, it's a piece of plastic that is around about that big. That thing is pretty much something that, if I had it in my room, that's pretty much took up all my space.
one thing I was shocked to find out. Might go and have a look at it over the weekend. The game store near us on a shopping centre, on a retail park,
Yeah.
has changed its name to Beyond.
Oh,
It's still run.
okay.
It's still run by Game. The front of the shop's a game shop, and you go through the back, and it's a whole like massive VR gaming centre.
Oh, okay.
So I think I might go and check it out at the weekend, see what they're doing.
I'm just saying that now in Nottingham, Might be a good idea to do that. We've got 2 game stores. I'm just saying. We've got 2 game stores. Come on.
It'll probably cost you money to go in, but I'm thinking I might want to have a look, see what it is.
The thing is, yeah, I'm definitely willing to pay that. But then again, like I said, we've got other things that we've got that kind of service for anyway. But,
and hopefully I won't walk out with a Vive, because they might put me on a Vive and I might be tempted once I've had a go.
To a point, I know you've checked to see if your PC can handle a Vive, and you said it just needs a different graphics card, which you can easily get a hold of, and then it's working perfectly fine for it. So I'm expecting by the end of the year you'll end up with a Vive. Yeah, I know.
I'm going to skip Oculus, so.
Yes, no, sorry to Oculus.
Anyway, Oculus.
You spoke about Loco Roco and Rhythm Games. Well, there's a news story that actually came out because last week we spoke about Parappa the Rapper and we talked about Unjamalami.
We had story time with
GD, yeah. And then it came to Thursday, and there was an announcement from the creators of Parappa the Rapper and Guitar Man that they're actually making they've actually got a new Kickstarter project called Project Rabbit. So I'm just going over to its Kickstarter page right now. So so it's being made by fucking hell, I wish sometimes they would just give me more information then. There we go, read more. So it's being made by, seriously, where is the information? Screw it. It's not, there we go. So it's the next major game from the creators of Parappa the Rapper, Vib Ribbon, Azu, which is still being played, by the way.
It was at Vib Ribbon. No, that's when I said I was trying to remember the name of the one last time.
Yeah.
It was at Vib Ribbon. That was the one I was trying to think of last week, yeah.
Azu Take Uendan. My favourite game ever on the DS, Elite Beat Agents. Which I do want to play that again, but I can't find it anymore. And Guitar Man. So So what they're saying here is they're trying to raise £855,000. You've got 33 days left to go on here. Well, at the moment, it's just raised about under 100,000 already. And once they've reached that target, the game will be ready for the PlayStation 4 and the PC. Now, unfortunately, Paul, love that game. He's still got it. I want that. I want Elite Beat Agents. I miss that game. I just remember the great songs on there. Some great songs. It was one of my summers. All right. So so a lot of people have actually been up in arms about this fact that, right, like we said, it's coming out on the play. They are aiming first of all to get on the PlayStation 4 and PC, which makes sense. Parappa the Rapper, that's where it began, on the PlayStation side of things. And same with Guitar Man, it also started on PlayStation. But they have actually got other tier goals on here, which is for the Xbox and the Switch. Here we are. So this is why people are upset about it. So I've got this tier goal for the Nintendo Switch edition to make it for the Switch. They want $1.5 million. So, like I said, the original was around about $1 million. I would say it's just under $1 million.
Just under $1 million, yeah.
And that's to get it on the PlayStation 4 and the PC. Switch, not just as much. There we go. So anyway, a little bit more about this project, Rabbit. They're saying that people haven't guessed, you're going to be controlling a rabbit. And what we've seen with images is he's fighting.
And a rabbit, is it?
It's a rabbit. It's a Rabpin rabbit.
No, it's not like a special kind of rabbit at all.
You remember the Cadbury's caramel advert?
Oh yeah.
It's that, but a male version.
All right. It doesn't shake in any way, like.
No, it doesn't shake. No. Yeah, well, the hero of the story is called Toto Maru, by the
Do you
way.
remember Watership Down? It was one that died at the beginning.
Yeah. So, a little bit more of the story about it. So, it's a grand hit. I'm actually going to read what it says here for its story.
Story time with GD time.
Story time with GD time. So, here we go. So, our grand hip-hop saga takes place in an alternate history, circa 16th century Japan. All is not well. The world is becoming a hostile place as people object to the growing diversification of their homelands. Citizens and neighbours are becoming increasingly suspicious of and isolated from one another. The toxic atmosphere of protectionism is taking hold. They made that word up. So, at the height of this culture of fear, an earth-shattering bad thing befalls the world as the universe trembles from the aftershocks and the survivors try to rebuild what's left of their lives. One rabbit embarks on a journey for truth, justice, and liberty. And steps forward to do battle with the land's most powerful overlords. The hero in question is Toto Maru, a simple farm boy who is able to harness the special power of force through rap. Wait, where have we heard this before?
You're going to say, hey, she managed to fly an aeroplane and
Oh God, please don't.
help someone give birth to something that's not given birth to, and all
And
just by
trying to
picking
put
up
out a
something and playing
fire.
it like a guitar.
I think that Paul just got what was on about the Cadbury's caramel of the hot animated bunny. Anyway,
Rampant in any way then.
sorry.
The bunny, the rabbit, not rampant.
I'll show you a picture of what the concept art of the rabbit looks like at the moment. So this is what the rabbit looks like. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's the rabbit from this project, Rap Rabbit. So that is Toto Maru, sorry, and this is his sidekick in the game. It's a frog. Has it got a name? Yeah, it does. Otama Maru.
Do you want to hear a good story about Rampant Rabbit?
Not really.
It's gaming related. It's gaming related.
No, I like to point out, you don't start a story with, do you want to hear a good story about a rampant rabbit?
Listen, we're just trying to fill in for Shimmy at the minute.
It was
Yeah.
one of my friends had been out round her friends playing Raymond.
Rabbits?
Is it Raven Rabbits?
Yeah, Raven Rabbits. Yeah.
And she'd been playing that round there, and then she went home and told the husband that she'd been at Briney's playing Rampant Rabbits. Fantastic. I've been with my friend Briney's playing Rampant Rabbits. Okay.
So anyway, so yeah, that is what I just wanted to talk about. That game that is coming out. So like I said, it's available on Kickstarter now. At the moment of the podcast, which at the moment, sorry, is on £98,408. It's got 1,802 backers, and it's still got 33 days to go. I do expect it to reach its target. There is a lot of people who do still want to see those rhythm-based games like Parappa the Rapper and that lot. I feel like they still have quite a fondness. And
What happened to the one on Sega? Why don't Sega do Long on the Maracas still?
Oh, what with the monkey?
Yeah.
What do they do with the maracas?
There's a. I'm just gonna say that monkey's a little bit racist to Mexicans. Just gonna say it now.
The monkey was racist.
The monkey was a racist.
Is it called Sambo de Amigo or something like that?
Yeah, he wasn't even Mexican or Spanish. Samba de
You're not
Amigo,
even
that's it,
racist.
yeah. Because
Are you saying that Mexican and Spanish people are the only people that aren't racist?
no, I'm just saying that this character was.
Was that what it was called? Or Samba de Amigo?
Yeah.
Samba de Amigo.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to this game, the not stretch goals. So it's basically some of the levels that you can get. So there's a white label edition, which includes one copy of the Project Rabbit with backer exclusive cover art. So you actually get a physical copy of the game.
Oh.
Yeah. The Fat Edition, which includes the one copy of the game, art book, soundtrack, and remixed soundtrack CD. Hardcore Edition gives all the stuff that we just mentioned, including a keyring, badge set, backers only T-shirt, a folding fan, a plushie of his sidekick, and a gatefold vinyl soundtrack. Oh, you get a vinyl soundtrack, okay.
Wow.
My granddad will be so pleased.
I'm trying to look for it.
And it used to be vinyl.
Yeah, so
I'm still waiting for the adult gift set at the end.
it's not all Japanese games do that.
Not all, so there are a few.
There is a few, yes, but not all. Then it's got Tagged Edition, which is basically you get a signed copy of the game as well from it. And off the chain version, I'm trying to look what you get different here.
You get the keyring, not the
you
chain.
get a signed A3 art print as well with that one as well. So yeah, so they do also have shipping information because the lowest tier is a physical copy. They don't have a digital copy of this game on here. Look, if people do enjoy those kind of games, then I do recommend, if you are looking forward to more like Parappa the Rapper and stuff like that, here's your chance to try and get another game out from it, because they are trying to get this kick-started, and especially if you're on PlayStation 4 or Steam, then this is a perfect opportunity for you to try and get hold of it. There we go. Anyway, any other games you've been playing, Paul?
Nope.
Nope. So it's my time to talk about the games I've been playing. So where do I start? We talked about Party Hard 2 because we talked
I
about.
know about this. It looked pretty good.
Yeah. So last week we spoke about Humble Bundle was doing a indie game bundle again, like normal. I think this has probably been the 9th or 10th time doing an indie game bundle. And one of their main things this time was that if you signed up to their newsletter, by signing up using your email to their newsletter, you get access you get a free downloadable copy of the alpha build of Party Hard 2, which afterwards I found out you didn't really need to do that. If you go to partyhard.game, you will also get the same alpha build. And so, if you don't know what Party Hard series is, the point of the game is that you go into a party and you've got to kill everybody in the party. Simple as that. That's how you win that level. And then there's multiple levels, different types of parties, blah, blah, blah. And there's stuff around there that you can use to destroy it, including like one of them is a speaker, which you can cause to explode. That game came out in 2015, and it was it was a very popular game. It was an indie game. It was 8-bit style as well, pixel style. We'll go with that might be a better way of saying it, and I highly enjoyed it. We did do a couple of videos of the original game. So Party Hard 2 at the moment is set to be coming out later this year, and Tiny Build are the publishers behind this, which I give Tiny Build their due. They publish a lot of brilliant games at the moment. They're in the same level with Team 17 and Devolver Studios, where they do seem to figure out, this game here, yeah, you really should have that on your console. And so yeah, I've played the alpha. I only got one level of it, and so far what I've noticed, they have changed a few things with it. One of the graphic changes to it is that the walls are now 3D in this game, but they have kept with the art style of what the original game really took from it. So it's still got the pixel characters from it, which I'm happy they stuck with. Because there's another game that is coming out later which is changing the art style quite a lot, Nidhogg. And I'm going to say this now, I don't like the look of Nidhogg 2. Another thing that they've changed about this now is that they've actually got objectives. So like I said, the original game, the point was you had to kill everybody at the party. This time you've got a set of objectives that you've got to do, and I'm saying this now, this is based on the Alpha 1 build. So they might have changed this by the time the actual full game comes out, but this is what we're getting from this at the moment. So the objectives that you get with this Alpha 1 build is that you've got to kill 5 scientists, 4 drug dealers, and the drug dealers are pointed out because they've got a target above their head. You've got to cause an explosion, and you've got to hide a body, and then of course escape. So I like that whole idea. I like the whole idea of having objectives instead of one simple thing: just kill everyone in there, because it was quite difficult to do that half the time. Another thing is you can carry more items around with you, which, like for example, I ended up carrying about 3 petrol canisters. There's a few more things that explode. The thing is, it's improved from its original one, and what I've seen so far from the alpha, I'm really excited to see what they do with this later on. And like I said, the game is supposed to be coming out later this year. No set date yet at the moment when it is actually coming out, but when it does, if it's anything like the alpha, then yeah, I'm definitely a game that I'm definitely going to be picking up myself. So, yeah. What else have I been playing this week? Did you mention something, Paul?
No, I thought I'd leave it for you to mention.
What one was it?
One been playing on Steam.
What have I been playing on Steam? Oh! Oh, we can't mention that yet.
Okay.
We can't mention that until next week because it's still an embargo, and unfortunately, by the sounds of things, we'll probably have to do another recording of it.
Oh, is this the one I tried to watch but you couldn't?
Yeah. So all we can mention is that we're playing a game called Dynasty Feud, which is a beat 'em up
You and
game.
Doc.
Yeah. At the moment, what we've got is me, Doc, Paul, and Shimmy. You've got codes for it. We are going to try and get a recording done, hopefully either this week or at the beginning of next week.
What actually happened? Because I actually saw about 2 minutes of it.
Right, so what happened was I couldn't stream it myself. My PC my PC wouldn't allow me to connect with Paul and Doc, and we've kind of figured out it was because I was trying to record it myself. So Doc ended up recording it, but I think he pressed stream at one point. So there was about 2 minutes of it, which isn't that much of a problem. But like I said, we think we recorded it, but Doc can't find it at the moment. So by the sounds of things, we're going to be recording it again. But like I said, same again. One of either Paul, Shimmy, or Doc will be doing a recording of it because my PC can't handle it, unfortunately, which is a pain in the ass. But yeah, so all I can say is, yeah, expect to see that hopefully next week. And hopefully we'll talk more about it next week because then the embargo... Well, there's no embargo. It's just that they asked us not to try and stream it close to when the game's actually coming out type of stuff. Which I want to be friends with PR companies as much as I possibly can. So we'll be talking about that more next week as well. But yeah, I think that's what I've played.
There was something else I did, wasn't I? I actually joined Steam.
Oh yeah,
Dun.
yeah, you actually had to join Steam because of this as well.
Yeah.
Which I think that was a fun experience trying to get you to work it. So
Oh, it was.
yeah, we didn't know about this, but you now have to have at least $5 in your Steam wallet now to actually be
Yeah,
able to use its friend
to use
feature,
the community side of it. Yeah,
which is which look,
you've
it's
had to
not
at least
a
had it
problem.
in at one point, haven't you? It's not bad though. 1 point and
Have
$5.
you already spent it?
I spotted that horror game, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
Had the
Oh,
survey,
the survey, yeah. So yeah, so expect to see Taz 2 playing that soon. Yay, horror game. But yeah, I don't think that's all I've played. I've got Injustice 2 ready to play.
What?
But yeah, that comes out on Friday.
You got it?
I've got it. I can't play it until Friday. I've got the game though.
I'll have to get it.
Yeah. I was going to get it anyway because I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to play that.
I didn't know if anybody was a fan of it in CCG.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, we played Mortal Kombat.
I like to point out I do like my fighting games. It's just that it's one of those kind of things where I'm not good at them, but they're fun to play. And
Which one have you got then? Have you got the bog standard one?
Just the bog standard one, yeah. Well, I will have oh fuck, what's his name? There's a pre-ordered character that I will have it anyway. But either way, I'm looking forward to
the Xbox.
I think yeah, I've got it on the Xbox, yeah. But yeah, I've got it, so I'm looking forward to playing that on Friday. That's it, Friday, because I'm not streaming on Fridays. Paul's saying, you getting this game then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you've got it.
Yeah, I've got it.
Have you got it? So you got the digital copy, and you get.
I've got the digital copy. It's already on my thing. It's already downloaded. So when it comes to midnight on Friday, I can play it.
Oh.
Yeah. I doubt I will because we've got Backlash predictions to do on Thursday as well. So I don't know what I feel like after doing that. So I keep looking at that. That is actually that only took me about 10-15 minutes to do. I can't stop looking at the picture, mate. But yeah, so that's all I've been playing this week. So I feel like it's time we talked a little bit about the gaming news itself.
Gaming news.
News. So I feel the first thing I want to talk about is that we've heard a bit about Phantom Dust coming on the Xbox. So first of all, we all thought, oh, they're going to be rebooting the series. It's going to be it's going to be redone, stuff like that. It's going to be a remake and stuff like that. And then I think it was about a month ago they said, no. This is sort of going to be it's sort of going to be like a remastered type of thing, but not a remaster. So which basically a lot of people got upset about. But then they came yesterday, Xbox did, and said, hey guys, you remember that Phantom Dust game? Yeah, here you go, have it for free.
Yeah.
So they've actually given us Phantom Dust for free. Now it's available at the moment in America, and this game is Play Anywhere, so you can get it on Windows 10 Store and the Xbox One. It is forever free. I'll find more information about this in a second. But I've not actually been given a release when it's coming out in the UK at the moment. But I would expect, if anything, it'll be coming out on Friday. So what do you think about this? This was actually quite a surprise for me. Which I've actually got it downloaded because I ended up going through the American store and picking it up. Yeah. Which you can do anyway. It's a free game. It doesn't really cause any problems, and I think you can still. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm guessing you can still play it. So, what do you guys think about this? We've actually been given a free game from Microsoft.
I know you're buzzing about it, but I still think there's a catch. I don't know about this game. Is it going to be good?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's got to have some goodness about it. If the fact that they were
on gold at the end of the day.
Sorry.
We get games with gold at the end of the day. There.
We get games with gold, but what games have we've got at the moment? So we've got Lego Star Wars Force Awakens, I think it is, or something like that, which is the backwards compatible game at the moment.
It's not that one.
It's not that one. Which one is it? Sorry.
Lego Star Wars.
It's the Star Wars one.
The complete saga.
It's the complete saga. Well, we've got that on there. Is that? I'm trying to think. It's Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, and the Temple of Osiris, or something like that, which is the other one. Which okay. But see, we've got some decent games from there, but they're the type of games where once they reach a certain time, you can't get them for free anymore.
Like on for half a month.
Yeah, about half a month. I think is it the Xbox Ones, which is usually just half a month, or is it the Xbox 360s? Either way, one of them is only for half a month. With this one, it's going to be free forever, according to this. But yeah, like I said, I do agree. They just feel weird that there should be some kind of catch with it, just knowing Microsoft. But at the same time, you got to feel like they're doing something nice for once. Just accept it. So fans of a quirky original Xbox card-turned third-person fighting game, Phantom Dust, now have more than just the remaster's update 16:9 aspect ratio and support for 1080p or 4K resolution to look forward to. As reported by Polygon, Aaron Greenberg, head of Xbox Games Marketing at Microsoft, had announced that the re-release will be making its way to PC and Xbox One as a Play Anywhere title on May the 16th. So that was yesterday. Better yet, it will be available for the low price of free. So, so as Play Anywhere title, you'll be able to use the same saved game across Xbox One and PC, while the multiplayer will also feature cross-play between both platforms. Greenberg also later revealed via Twitter that the game will be free forever as a free gift to our amazing fans, and that players can expect some nice frame rate updates alongside the remaster's new 16:9 aspect ratio and support for higher resolution. So a reboot of Phantom Dust was originally announced at E3 2014 before later reappearing as a simpler remastered version for both the PC and the Xbox One. So I don't know if this is their way of saying, I'm sorry, we did say it was going to be a reboot, but it's gone down to a remaster. Just go play the game, you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, because they got rid of the studio that was doing the remaster.
Yeah.
They shut it down, didn't it? It was internal. They shut it down when it was part way through doing the remake, reboot of it.
So basically, they're doing great at shutting down their exclusive titles. But look, I'm happy with this. And like I said, we've not been given a date when it's going to be available in Europe and the UK. It could be available tomorrow on Thursday because usually digital games do become available at that date, or it might be Friday. But I'm hoping. To a point, I don't even know if it is going to be coming to the UK for free. Or we can. I expect it to. If America's been given it for free, I expect us to get it for free as well. Hopefully,
hope so.
I hope so. If not, then like I said, just search for Phantom Dust online. It will take you to the American store where it says it's for free, and then just download it like that, and you'll be on your support list.
Yeah.
So, a good thing about Xbox is it's not region locked. So you can play those games on your system if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But look, like I said, I'm happy it's a free game. I'm probably going to have a go of it over the weekend just to see what it's like.
We'll have a go of it at the end of the day.
Sorry?
We'll all go have a go of it at the end of the day.
Exactly, yeah. It's a free game, and like I said, it's got online multiplayer as well. So we might see if we make a little bit of a video out of it. Probably
Oh no, I'm just getting Warframe all over again.
Warframe all over again. We never did Warframe.
I played it. It was terrible. There's a reason why we never did Warframe.
Yeah, I know. Though there is many reasons why we didn't do Warframe. So yeah, let's move on to another story anyway. So Ubisoft has been really busy this week.
Yes, I have.
So first of all, we might as well talk about the E3. They have announced when they are going to be doing the presentation.
Yeah.
They're doing it on the 12th of June, which is Monday. I think it is. I ain't got my calendar near me at the moment. Oh, I can use this one down here. 1 second. Come on, open up, you stupid thing. So Monday, it's 12th of June, where it's going to be doing their pretty little announcement. I'm trying to find the bloody story at the same time. But more importantly, they've announced 3 games.
Yeah.
No, not 3 games. Not free as in these games are for free. 3 games which are coming out, which we didn't expect. So, well, we kind of did, kind of didn't. So, the first game is Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, we knew that this game was in development at the moment, but we didn't expect it to become... Well, we didn't know when it's going to be coming out. So, they have actually come out and said, no, this game is coming out this fiscal year now. Which, if people don't know, that means the latest it can come out is March 2018. Yeah. So I'm not surprised there with that one. I think we all figured out that it was going to be coming out. We kind of got an hint of what the name of the game was going to be called as well. So it's not really that much of a surprise with that one. Then we've got The Crew 2.
Well, it's a surprise because The Crew 1 wasn't any good.
No, so they're bringing out The Crew 2, and people are, okay, hopefully you guys will do better with this racing game. I will give you guys your due. You might surprise us with that one. Same again this fiscal year. But the big surprise from it, Far Cry 5. So you're looking and thinking, well, we've not heard anything about Far Cry. The thing is, the last one was Primal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was crap.
Yeah, Primal was crap. But they've actually now come out and said, Far Cry 5 is going to be coming out this year.
What are they going to do?
Well, rumours are...
How far back in time can they go?
Wild West, isn't it?
Yeah, rumours are it's going to be Wild West.
Well, that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah. You see how far back in time can they go? Far Cry don't really do back in time.
Well, that's what they've done. They've just gone further back in time. Now they're at the Stone Age.
Have they? No, usually they do... The thing is, when they do the middle ground ones, they kind of do a timed one. Why has suddenly we got them really close to Paul's face?
That went in because my dad knocked them out and it made all yours in tiny little boxes.
Hi, we're tiny boxes. Look at us. Look at us. But, usually when it comes to the main numbered Far Cry games, they usually stick with a same time frame but different themes. So, like for example, we got Far Cry 3, which was set on a tropical island with Voss, who, spoiler alert, only lasted half the game.
That's where the game should have ended.
Yeah. Then we had Far Cry 4, which was like the Himalaya type of mountainous region with Pagan Min, yeah. And 5, like I said, rumours are it's supposed to be a Wild West themed one. So, here we go, I've got the story finally. So it's noted in its financial report this week to expect the next Assassin's Creed game and Far Cry 5 in the current fiscal year. So the current fiscal year, like we said, it started on April the 1st and ends March the 31st, 2018. So within that next year, we can expect a new Assassin's Creed game and Far Cry 5, which are rumoured to have an Egyptian and Western setting respectively. I think with the Assassin's Creed one, we kind of figured out that's going to be Egyptian with what we've seen with the screenshots, especially when Eurogamer is coming out. Yeah, you know that screenshot? Yeah, that's an actual screenshot of the game. We can vouch for it. 2 other major titles are expected in the fiscal year. These are South Park: The Fractured But Whole and The Crew 2. Release windows aren't provided, but well, there was a release window that was announced today for
October, isn't it, for South Park?
South Park for October, yeah. Which I'm happy. Look, take your time with that game. That's what happened with the last one.
Yeah, I know.
And it ended up coming out and being a brilliant game. So look, just take your time with this one. You guys know what you're doing with this. Unless it sees another delay, of course. In short, all the aforementioned titles are slated for release by the end of March 2018. Ubisoft said it expected the titles to ship 28 million units combined. Along with it, they've shown off 2 logos. So first of all, I can show. This is the logo of The Crew 2. Just there. It's going to be backwards. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a really good logo.
There's a really good logo. And then I can show the Far Cry 5 logo, which they've got. Now, these are so... This is the simplest bloody logo I've ever seen.
I know, yeah. I saw that and I thought, it's just fan art.
No, that's the actual logo.
It's even got the bullet hole through the A. But let's have a look at it again.
No, there's no bullet hole through the A. It's like just a simple...
It's a very original Far Cry font.
Yeah, it's just a Far Cry font. Yeah.
It's a very, very original Far Cry font.
Last good Far Cry game. I don't know, I would say give Blood Dragon its dues. That was a good game as well. And then it kind of went down the side. Sorry?
3 was half good.
Yeah, 3 was half good, and then stuff happened. Yeah, so...
That potential. It's got so much potential.
Yeah, and I feel bad, right? So, yeah... The Crew was rather popular, having 12 million players, warranting a sequel.
Really?
What?
Yeah. According to the Ubisoft call to investors, this was. Last we heard back in 2016, the game had 5 million players, so that's quite a massive jump in users. Didn't it... Wasn't The Crew one of the free games on PlayStation or Xbox at one point?
Yeah.
So that's probably why it's boosted the number up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So like I said, we can expect these titles to be shown at E3 this year. And also a bit more information for people who want to know a bit about their fiscal year ending. So we reported a 40.7% increase in income to 238 million euros, and a 4.7% increase in sales to 1.5 billion euros. Quarter 4 sales increased by 3.8% to 649 million euros per the report. So digital sales of the firm came at 729 million euros, which made up about 50% of the total sales. 50% of its total sales were digital.
I see that.
Yeah. That's up by 32% year over year, and the firm also said 44% of total revenue came from its sales of its back catalogue. So, but then again, I'm not surprised with that. I think they had a really weak year, didn't they, Ubisoft?
Yeah.
I think they focused quite a bit on VR stuff, but they didn't have an Assassin's Creed game. And Watch Dogs 2 did all right, but I've not heard much about that since it came out now.
No.
And it hasn't helped where at the beginning of this year, For Honor didn't really do that good for them. But wasn't there another game that came out for them? Was there a Tom Clancy game that came out this year? So
Ghost Recon.
Oh, Ghost Recon Wildlands. Yeah, that's
that
another
did well.
game. That did well, but it was a bit quiet in the end as well.
Yeah.
And especially when they've come out about, which another story I want to talk about, Rainbow Six Siege. So, currently we're in year 2 of Rainbow Six Siege. And, same as last year, the plan was that was going to be getting 8 operatives. With us having already Spain, which came out, we're in May now, in February. So the ones that we had coming out, we've got Hong Kong, we've got Poland, and South Korea.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to go Hong Kong, South Korea, then Poland. The Ubisoft have come out to talk about Rainbow Six Siege, and they've decided to push back the Hong Kong operatives into the 3rd season. So what they plan to do with the 2nd season, which we're in at the moment, so all of us were waiting for these operatives to come this month, they're doing something called Operation Health. So their plan for this next 3 months is that they're going to be getting the servers to run a lot better, get the game running a lot better. It's basically giving a much needed treatment to the actual online especially the game being an online multiplayer-focused game. But now a lot of people have been asking what is going to be happening with this fourth operative pack. At the moment, they haven't actually come out and said anything about it yet. So my question to you two is, so at the moment we don't know if we're getting this fourth operative pack. What would you like to see Ubisoft do? Would you like to say if this comes out in the third year as the first one, that whoever got the second year should get this one for free? Or do you think that Ubisoft should give a discount for the third year for people? Or should they be planning something else for people who's going to be missing these two operatives by the sounds of things?
I think they should come in free in the third year, or they should give a discount on the third year. Personally.
The thing is, no, I'm a little bit upset about this because I've got the second year pass myself, and here at CTG we do enjoy our Rainbow Six Siege. It is a bit heartbreaking because we've been waiting for this second year to start so that we can do a few more videos looking at these new characters, and now it's come out and said, no, you now got to wait until August until these operatives are going to be coming out. Now, like I said, I can't be that upset about it because I'd rather have a servers working a lot better than they are. That's a little bit iffy because I feel like they're all right, in my opinion, but I've not been playing the game for quite a bit now. Yeah, I don't know. This kind of took me by surprise, if anything. What about you, Ryan? What do you think about this?
For Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I couldn't give two flying fucks, mate.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're not part of that little group of ours, are you?
So I'm like the only member that isn't part of the group.
No, I would say our little group is Kev.
I have watched a few streams and I have found it interesting. I've just never got around to buying the game. I mean, you guys look as though you're having a laugh when you're playing it.
I do. I would say I do have a ton of fun.
But if they're giving away it for free, then yeah, I'm downloading it.
I doubt they're going to be giving it away for free. That's the thing. At the same time, it's Ubisoft. If they are going to be giving it away for free, guess what they'll do? They'll put it on their UB. What do they call their download manager? Uplay or something like that.
Uplay. That's
Uplay.
Yeah, well, I think they changed the name of it, but yeah, we'll call it Uplay. So yeah, if they give it for free, more than likely that's where it's going to end up, and it's going to be a PC exclusive free game, mate. What
Ubisoft have got to do is got to stop thinking about every other game and make a decent Splinter Cell.
They need to make another Splinter Cell at the moment. This is in the same limbo as Metroid.
It's Spies v Mercs back, because that's all I used to play, like, before CTG. Was Spies v Mercs, and playing Spies v Mercs on CTG would be great.
Well, it's always those kind of things we should try and play more of. We've never got around to doing them. But yeah, I'm definitely up for that. I want a new Splinter Cell game. I would just make them backwards compatible.
Go back to being like what Chaos Theory was. Chaos Theory was one of the best ones.
I never really played that much of them, but I do know what it is. Yeah, Paul says Splinter Cell needs to come back. Yeah, well, you never know. We might get an announcement. Like I said, Ubisoft, they are going to be at E3 on Monday, the 12th of June. Of course, we'll be covering the usual bits and pieces on the podcast. We'll be more than likely doing two, like last year, two special podcasts. So we'll keep up. We'll give more information when it comes closer to the days for it. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there any other major stories that we need to talk about this week?
In VR news, Ace Combat's being delayed till next year. Like a week after I made a video, put it in number 4.
I just saw it just here.
Yeah. I put it in number 4 as my top games I'm looking forward to in 2017 on the VR. A week later, yeah, it's not coming out 2018.
Yeah, so it's called Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. It's been developed at Project Aces. Developers at Project Aces have announced that the game won't make its previously targeted end of 2017 release window. They just say 2018. That's not very confident.
I'm just hoping because they sort of came out expecting it to be full VR, and then they said no, it's only part of it's VR.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping they've delayed it to put it all back in VR. I'm hoping.
Well, I don't know. I think so. Yeah, what they said, the anticipated sequel will instead launch in 2018, with franchise director Kazutoki Kono attributing the delay to needing more time to perfect and optimize the game. If you're saying that in May of 2017, how much optimizing and perfecting do you really need to do? That's the kind of thing that if Ubisoft came out about South Park and said, yeah, we completely understand what you're on about it. So what we expecting 1 month, 2 months before this game comes out? Not over half a year.
Yeah.
Then we say that. Look at what's happening with South Park and the Fractured But Whole. We're now, by the rumours here, we're going to be getting it in October. So, look, if they need a bit of break, so at E3 2017 next month, the team will be showing the first ever footage of the non-VR missions from the game. The VR component of Ace Combat 7 is exclusive to PlayStation VR, and it's been the only part of it shown. So they are going to be sticking with their non-VR stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which I think that's a good way of doing it. I think that's how games should be. VR should be an added extra to it.
Yeah, I like them to do the full game in VR though. Like Resi 7.
Like Resi 7. You never know.
You can play it in both, but the full game.
I'm trying to see if there's any other new major stories that I can find. Not really. So I feel like it's time for a quick update stuff, like always. So let's start at the very top. There. Pro Evo 2018 is coming out in September with enhanced visuals, new modes, significant PC improvements. I'm surprised that we're getting a PES 2018 at the moment.
You can't mock PES look.
I can, and I will. I'm a FIFA boy, mate. Get over it.
It's a better gameplay on PES.
Yeah, but FIFA's just better. we don't give a damn, mate. Screw you. Yours is Konami. At least we were allowed to stream FIFA.
I can stream PES.
Yeah, as long as you give them the money. The worst for Nintendo, mate.
I
Seriously.
just want to stream a sweet dispenser.
See? Why would you want to... Yeah, I'd rather do FIFA.
I'm not familiar with FIFA.
FIFA is football.
That's dispensers, yeah.
Overwatch Anniversary event starts May the 23rd. Game of the Year edition has also been announced, which is nice to see. Also, they have announced that on the weekend of May 26th to the 29th, you will be able to download it and play it for free for that weekend on all platforms. So, which is nice to see. They haven't really said much about what the event is at the moment. I don't think. I'm trying to look here. Yeah, not much has been told about the event. More information of the Game of the Year edition will be forthcoming sometime before next Tuesday, we expect, so stay tuned. Same goes for the Overwatch Anniversary event as well. So by the time when it comes next week, we'll have more information about that. More than I will be playing it as well. So, very interesting what they're going to do for their 1 year anniversary. D.Va is now playable in Heroes of the Storm. So that is now the third Overwatch character to join that. So far we've got Tracer, I was going to say Lucio, and now we've got D.Va in there as well, which is very ironic since she is the gamer in Overwatch. Yeah. We already spoke about Stick of Truth. Everyone can jump into Gwent, the Witch card game next week during open beta. So people who are a fan of Gwent in The Witcher, you'll be able to join the open beta, which starts next week. Switch has sold over 280,000 units in April. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the top seller for the month in the US. We already figured that was going to happen. It's like people have been saying it's the best-selling Mario Kart game ever.
Yeah.
And then even looking here in the UK charts that we've had, Mario Kart was #1 for 2 weeks in a row, which you don't really get from a Nintendo game. Even Zelda didn't even manage to get #1 spot.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, that's a surprise. So E3, we already know we've got Ubisoft, we've got EA. Well, EA's got their own little thing, but we can still count it as part of E3. We've got PlayStation, Microsoft, Bethesda, and Nintendo's doing more than likely a Direct. We've been told about another publisher joining in the fold of the E3 conferences, which actually took me by surprise. Devolver Digital is doing a conference at E3 this year. So expect to see quite a few indie games coming from that. I'm very interested. They publish a lot of the indie games that come out.
Like,
Binding of Isaac was one of them, I think, wasn't it? Enter the Gungeon, I think, was a Devolver Digital game.
oh really?
Yeah. Well, they didn't make it; they just publish it, mate. But yeah, so Devolver Digital will be having an E3 press conference this year. Please stay tuned for time and date. That was on 16th. So we haven't actually been given a... Yeah, we haven't been given a date when it's going to be coming out. Devolve, nonetheless, showed tremendous confidence in Devolver's lineup. They're actually hosting its own show. Of the games that we know Devolver is publishing, there is games like Ruiner, Ape Out, and a few others which are going to be coming out. So they do have quite a strong indie lineup that they can easily show off from them. So yeah, good luck for you, Devolver. I'm definitely interested to see what you're going to be announcing.
Oh.
So we'll see how that goes. I'm hopefully they'll be successful. We'll see another talking in tongue. Oh no, you're just talking about football. Sorry.
What was that?
Just seeing Paul. We were talking about football earlier, weren't we?
Have you seen this concept art that's been released?
Of what?
I wonder if it'll happen and it will be at E3. Sony's answer to the Switch.
Move it across. Move it the other way a bit.
Fucking shit.
Oh, for God's sake.
You can slide those little controls off the side and put it in dock mode.
You say that, but watch it be it'll be more successful than
Before the
Microsoft.
Switch came out.
The thing, you see that, but it'll be more successful than Project Scorpio. Netflix is to develop and produce the Witcher TV series.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so there's going to be a Witcher TV series. So yeah, it's been announced that it's developing it. The Witcher Saga, a series of novels. This is the same universe that the Witcher games are set in, so it's being more based on the novels than the actual game.
Yeah.
Polish author, I'm not saying that. I'm going with his name, Sapkowski, who wrote 8 novels in the series so far, will serve as creative consultant. The English language drama series will be co-produced by Netflix and the Sean Daniel companies Sean Daniel and Jason Brown. The pair's producing credits include The Expanse, Ben-Hur, and the Mummy franchise. So, yeah. They say that I'm thrilled that Netflix will be doing an adaptation of my stories, staying true to the source material and the themes that I have spent over 30 years writing, said Sapkowski. So people enjoyed the novels of The Witcher. There you go. Get Netflix. They're going to get a series, hopefully soon. Good luck with that. Is there any other stories? Don't really care about that. We've already spoken about Xbox's update. Steam is going to be making major changes to trading cards to combat fake games. That was their plan with trading cards all along. Yeah, so Devolver has promised to reveal upcoming changes to Steam in a series of blog posts, each dealing with one aspect that's been previously criticised or in some cases exploited. The company kicked this off with a transparency update to Steam's recommendation engine that enabled Steam to tell you why a game was or was not recommended to you. Today, Valve revealed how it's going to tackle those who exploit the game trading card system. In short, there's a subset of developers who publish what Valve call fake games on the store that are usually sold for very low prices. Their intent is to make the majority of their profits through the share received from users trading the Steam cards associated with their games. These fake developers take advantage of features we provide to all developers on Steam, which is the ability to generate Steam keys for their games, Valve wrote. They generate many thousands of these keys and hand them out to bots running Steam accounts, which then idle away in their games to collect trading cards. Even if no real players ever see or buy one of these fake games, their developers make money by farming cards. Of course, for these games to exist, the developers have to get them on Steam in the first place. This usually happens through Steam Greenlight, despite Valve's crackdown on the number of ways they used to game Steam Greenlight's voting system. So, yeah, that's what they're doing. So they're going to be focusing on stuff like that. So I don't know what they're doing with it, but they will give more information about that and other information that they're going to be working with Steam in the future. Sea of Thieves Technical Alpha is going to be coming to PC this weekend, so look forward to that. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles probably isn't worth $30 if you've played the maps before.
Not surprised there.
Yeah, I'm not either.
It's going to be sold separately.
No, that's the thing. I've not. At the moment, all I know is that this is going to be
DLC.
Well, DLC, yeah. For a game that isn't even the current Call of Duty game. I don't understand what's going on with this. I would have expected if it for the game that's currently out at the moment, but it's not.
Black Ops 3 still probably got more players.
That's probably why, yeah. Oh god, this is something I saw as well. So, one thing we know about the Sonic community is they really like their fan art of Sonic stuff, don't they? Where they make up their own characters for the series.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talk about the Dorkly video that came out.
No, we're not talking about the Dorkly video.
Right, go on.
I'm talking about Sonic Forces game, which is coming out later this year.
Yeah, probably.
So it's going to let you make your own character. Yeah.
I'm going to make a blue hedgehog. Never been done before.
Sonic Forces will allow you to make your very own personalized Sonic Universe character, just like everyone in DeviantArt. Look, look, Sega. You know there's a huge market for that, so yeah, use that. Go ahead. We'll let you. The other thing, well, we should do a character customization. They've already been doing it on DeviantArt for God knows how many years. How old is Sonic now? How old is the internet? That's probably how old it is now. How old is DeviantArt? So, yeah, there you go. People who like making up their own Sonic characters. Sonic Forces is definitely a game for you. Minecraft dev agrees to change parrot breeding system after popular Reddit post points out it could kill real birds. So, at the moment, they're bringing parrots into Minecraft, if people didn't know about this. And the way that you can make parrots breed is by feeding them chocolate chip cookies.
Alright, so they're going to kids think, give this bird chocolate chips there. Turn in GD, I can't say my words.
Chocolate chip cookies. Your face, you're funny on me. Yeah, so if people don't know, chocolate is actually very poisonous to birds and most animals, actually. And, yeah, I think a lot of people are fearing that, you know, you said that kids will look at Minecraft and think, oh, I've got a pet bird. I'm going to feed it a chocolate chip cookie. And then I'm going to have a baby bird.
Not a lot.
Doesn't work that way.
Tree-hugging animal rights hippies are the ones that think this.
No. It wasn't that. It was a Reddit post from 1JL pointed it out.
Oh.
Basically, Minecraft Parrot's breeding system involves feeding chocolate chip cookies to friendly birds. Unfortunately, chocolate is extremely bad for parrots in the real world, and while most will avoid it, it's still quite possible a kid could kill a beloved pet.
Oh, you got a pet at home and try to feed the parrot one.
Yeah. The OP asked Mojang to change the feed item to something better, with other users suggesting bird seeds or even seeds in general. That might work for it.
Parrot penises.
Sorry?
Eat a parrot. Give him a parrot penis.
Give it parrot penis.
Yeah. Give a parrot penis to a parrot. That's a baby.
The Minecraft community rallied behind this point, producing what is currently the most upvoted post on the subreddit. In the wake of this communal action, Vice's Motherboard got in touch with Minecraft developer Mojang in the wake of the post to ask whether a change was inbound. This is from Jens Bergenstein, which is Dinnerbone, isn't it? I think it is. Anyway, it says, we'll change the item used to breed parrots before the 1.12 update is released. He explained that the developer had chosen cookies as a breeding item for parrots, both because it didn't already have a use for cookies and references to Nirvana's Polly, but didn't consider the real-world effect of chocolate on birds. Minecraft patch 1.12 does not have a release date at the moment, but Mojang recently published a second pre-release snapshot. You can hit a link to it. Other recent blocking news: Minecraft just came out on the Switch and it's good. Yeah. If you want to play Minecraft Portable, guess which?
It got stick low because it only runs at 30 frames per second, doesn't it? I think.
A lot of people say that it's running at 720p as well. They've decided to make it so it's 720p while it's docked and while it's in handheld. The main reason isn't that a lot of people say it's because that's what the Switch can handle. But Microsoft has actually come out and defended the Switch. Yeah, Microsoft actually defended the Nintendo product. And they actually came out and said, no, the reason why we ended up doing this, it can run 1080 when it's docked, but they wanted to keep it as a smooth platform when it's docked and undocked. So they decided to put it down to 720. But who the hell is complaining about resolution for Minecraft? That's what I don't understand. Yeah, okay. You complain about Minecraft and its resolution, while I'm going to play it because I'm not going to notice the difference, like everybody else. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I've missed. Harvest Moon is available on PlayStation now, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
but I think it's one of the PlayStation 2 titles, mate. There was rumours that there was Thief 5 coming out, but the devs have shut down the new game rumour.
That's something I seen when I was buying Farpoint on Shop 2. If you pre-order the new Uncharted, you get a remastered Jak and Daxter with it. First one, I think.
I want that. I want Jak and Daxter. I bet it was Ryan.
So far, this podcast has consisted of football, PlayStation, Ghost Recon 6,
and Phantom Dust.
Phantom Dust. I'll be honest with you, I've not really contributed to this one much at all.
Well, all right, I'm going to help you here then. So, at the moment, there is a sale on the Xbox, where they've basically it's Xbox One backwards compatibility super sale is now on. With offering up to about 70% off on about 275 plus titles. Now, I'm going to be saying this now. I've been waiting for this kind of sale for its backwards compatible games.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, I've already got Left 4 Dead 2. That's the thing.
I know, but I'm recommending it to everybody.
Yes.
Everybody needs to get back
you've still got to have an Xbox 360 to buy them, haven't you? Remember my whole thing with Bomberman?
No, you don't need an Xbox 360.
Huh?
You need an Xbox One.
No, but to download Bomberman Battlefest when we were playing it, I had to get someone to log into a 360 to download it for me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you got to remember. Yeah, but you got to remember when that happened. That was at the early stages of backwards compatible.
Mm.
And what
I'm pretty
for
sure you
now
can
is they've
download it
actually
now.
sorted it out properly. Yeah, now. Here's just a couple of these are the highlight games for people to know. So Alice Madness Returns is 75% off. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts 75% off. Battlefield Bad Company 2 is also 75% off. Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3 are all 67% off. Deus Ex Human Revolution 75% off. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are 67% off. Gears of War 1, 2 and 3 are all 75% off. Grand Theft Auto 4 is 50% off. Mass Effect is 75% off. And Red Dead Redemption is 60% off. So these are just some of the highlights of which is on that list.
Bad.
But yeah, you got just looking through here. Some of the Xbox One deals with gold. You've got it's not just some backwards compatible games. There is also some Xbox One games which is on offer as well, but they're not counted as part of the sale. So we've got like Final Fantasy 15 at the moment is 40% off. Iron Bread is 33% off at the moment.
Pretty.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge Catalyst 67% off. Garden Warfare 2 60% off. That is both that and the deluxe edition. Team 17's Indie Collection is 85% off. Worms Battleground 75% off at the moment. Uncanny Valley is 33% off. So that's just to name a couple. At the moment, all these sales run through to May the 22nd. So I do recommend if you've got an Xbox One and you are looking for probably a cheap 360 game at the moment, and I recommend go and have a quick check of it. You got until the 22nd. Have a look what is available on there at the moment. So yeah, that's good things from that.
Bayonetta on there.
Bayonetta. Is Bayonetta on
No,
it? I want to see. I've
don't know.
got to check there and see if Bayonetta is on offer as well. So that's a game I do recommend. Or if you've got a PC and you've got a strong PC, get on PC instead because it's a lot more beautiful. If I had it, I would do it, and that will be probably the 4th or 5th time I've brought that game.
You perv.
It's not a pervy game. So it's not all pervy. Anyway, I'm going on to Crave Your Games to see if there is any other stories I did actually miss along the way. What's this? Oh, it's a podcast. Why has it got podcasts? I pressed the wrong thing again. Here we go. That one. That's what I wanted. You already mentioned that. Oh, BioWare's new IP is being delayed past March next year. They have actually said no, it's nothing to do with how Mass Effect Andromeda got a reception of that. It's just that they're delaying it until next fiscal year now. So yeah. Oh, there was another thing that got announced, which is now being delayed until 2019 as well, but I forgot what it was. Probably Star Citizen. Oh, yeah, that's a big story we forgot to mention. Square Enix has dropped Hitman developer.
Oh yeah, see, yeah.
Yeah, so Square Enix decided to withdraw from IO Interactive, who made the Hitman games. I've heard that it has been picked up since then, but that was a big shock because I swear that Hitman game did brilliantly last year.
Mm.
Yeah, so the main reason they've done this is because Square Enix has recorded an extraordinary loss of around about $43 million. A cost associated with divesting itself from IO Interactive, including deposition of the content production account related to the business and impairment loss of intangible assets. I have no idea why they had huge loss because I swear they've done some good games this year, haven't they? Last year.
Yeah.
They did Final Fantasy 15. Like I said, Hitman was a brilliant game that came out last year as well. That's a good point, yeah.
That's this year, isn't it?
So what's that?
No, I was thinking the year, but that was February, wasn't it?
That was February, and that was Platinum.
Yeah, but it was with Square Enix.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what else did they do?
Square Enix.
Square Enix, yeah.
Final Fantasy, yeah.
We already mentioned Final Fantasy 15. Now I'm starting to think I understand why they did make a loss. There wasn't that many games that they actually did.
All I can think of is Tomb Raider, Hitman, and Final Fantasy.
Oh, they did Dragon Quest games that came out last year as well, didn't they? Which probably didn't do that well. And of course, they did a couple of Kingdom Hearts remasters.
They did Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah. Dragon Quest Builders. So that was like a Minecrafty type of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, but with Dragon Quest basically.
Well, like I said, rumours are at the moment. Paul, can you just have a quick check and see if IO Interactive has been picked up by someone else at the moment? Because I've heard rumours that it has, but I've not got a story about it at the moment myself. While you're looking for that, I'm going to do the game charts. Anyway, so Bethesda's Prey snatches at #1 position for the chart in its second week from Nintendo Switch's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, as it drops to #3. It is the first time since end of 2015 that Bethesda has hit #1 in the chart with Fallout 4, which incidentally re-enters the chart at #40. GTA 5 climbs one place to #2. It's now #2. Anyway, while Ubisoft's Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands re-enters the top 10 after briefly missing out last week, climbing from #11 to #8. FIFA 17 raises to #4 as Rocket League moves up one place from #6 to complete the top 5. Activision Blizzard have 3 titles in the charts this week, with Call of Duty Black Ops 3 jumping to #20, Overwatch at #12, and finally Call of Duty Infinite Warfare at #7. I won't be surprised if we see Black Ops 3 boost a bit more with this DLC that's coming out as well. Especially, like I said, by the sounds of things, you've got to have Black Ops 3 to play this DLC. It's not going to be a standalone, which is, look, it's Activision. That's what I've learned from Activision Blizzard. Blizzard is the good side. Activision is the bad side. But I can't complain, because if it isn't for Activision, we wouldn't have a Crash Bandicoot game coming out. So anyway, that it means up from #1 to up 1 to #5 is Rocket League. Up 4 to #4 is FIFA 17. Down 2 to #3 is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Up 1 to #2 is Grand Theft Auto 5, and up 1 to #1 is Prey. So, yeah, I'm not surprised.
You got Prey and then Grand Theft Auto.
You got Prey, then Grand Theft Auto, yes.
See, this is the thing. When you ask me what games I'm playing during the week, I never ever mention that I play Grand Theft Auto because I've been mentioning it every week.
Because that's what we all play. It's not something new, and by the looks of things, it's still really popular.
That's it. It's been in the charts since its release. It is the best form of entertainment.
I agree.
Ever.
I agree. The thing is,
in the Guinness World Records for the best form of entertainment.
Yeah. Well, that's agree. I think it's one of those kind of games where I know a lot of people who have ended up buying this game at least 2 or 3 different times. I'd like to remind people, Grand Theft Auto 5 first came out last generation. That's how old this game is now. It was out on the 360 and the PS3 first.
I don't know. I don't know how it's still there. Well, I'm still playing it.
Because the only thing that is probably going to kill it is not kill it, calm it down a bit, is another game that's going to be coming out by Rockstar in the form of Red Dead Redemption 2.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. That's for sure.
Paul says it is not the best form of entertainment. It's far from it. Well, Grand Theft Auto 5, I would say, is definitely one of the best forms around at the moment. I think nothing better than running around in there and then killing things. GTA is a great game, but no doubt, but there's a shit ton of better games out there. This is a thing. The numbers don't lie about GTA 5. The thing is, this game has been in the top 5 most of its lifespan, to a point that it's still #2 here in the UK. A lot of countries actually look at our charts as an idea of how games are actually doing. because we usually are the middle ground when it comes to stuff like that, aren't we? I think the only time that they might think, no, actually give it off a little bit is when a FIFA game is showing up in there. Because there's never a Pro Evo game that shows up in the top 5.
It's got all the decent players by Prevo.
It's a very niche market down there. When are they going
All
to
the
be bringing out the
people-
Pachinko machine, mate?
It's all the people who appreciate good gameplay by Prevo.
Yeah, appreciate the good gameplay. I'll now go and play with servers that actually still work. Anyway, did you find anything about IO Entertainment?
The last update was a Square Enix put up for sale.
All right, so hopefully it gets sold. Give it a chance. Yeah, so good luck for them. I've got a feeling it'll be picked up, especially how well Hitman did. And hopefully whoever picks it up will say, yeah, just continue what the hell you're doing. We want to see you do year 2 of this. Go ahead. But, yeah, talk about new releases. So, I like to point out here that most of these are American release dates. I'm sorry, ahead of time. But these are it gives us a general idea of what games are going to be coming out this week anyway.
Yeah.
So, starting with Tuesday the 16th of May, we've got Tango Fiesta on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Seasons After Fall on the PS4 and Xbox One. Operation Bubble New Tokyo Legacy on the PS4 and Vita. Hakuo Kyoto Wins on the Vita. Future Unfolding on the PS4. Demo The Last Recital on the Vita. Fucking hell. Baylor Latino on the PlayStation 4. One day I'm going to make you guys do these charts instead. Akiba's Beat comes out on the PS4 and Vita. I wonder if that's a sequel to Akiba's
It is,
Trip.
it is, yeah.
It is, alright.
Yeah.
ACA Neo Geo Over Top comes out on the PS4. For Honor's Shadow and Might DLC comes out on the PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles DLC on the PS4. Farpoint and PlayStation VR Aim Controller on the PSVR, which we talked about earlier. The Surge, which I've also been told is supposed to be... If people are looking for a game to quench their Dark Souls missing, a lot of people have been recommending The Surge.
Yeah.
Which is available on the PC, PS4 and Xbox One. And Injustice 2 came out on the PS4 and Xbox One in America on Tuesday. Like I said, it comes out on Friday here in the UK and Europe. Wednesday the 17th of May, Black and White Bushido comes out on the PlayStation 4. And I've noticed it's coming out on the Xbox One as well, so yeah.
Yes.
Ocean Horn, Monster of the Uncharted Seas comes out on the Vita on the Wednesday as well. Thursday, 18th of May, which is tomorrow, Reservoir Dogs Bloody Days comes out on the PC. Isn't that a movie?
Yeah. Yeah, a really good movie.
And now it's going to be a game.
They tried to make a game of it on the PS2 and it was rubbish.
This is not that game, is it?
No, apparently this is meant to be okay.
Okay. Thumper comes out on the Switch. And, oh god, we talked about this. I think we've been teased with food images and that. Oh, this is the game that, is it not Respawn? Retro, I think it was. It was teasing us about. Cooking Mama Sweet Shop comes out on the 3DS. It makes sense now. That's why they kept on showing us Prime Rib.
Yeah.
It was talking about Cooking Mama coming out.
Yeah.
When's Friday the 13th come out?
26.
Sick.
Yeah. 26.
26.
26, yeah. And then games coming out on Friday the 19th of May. We already mentioned Justice 2 coming out. But also Shadow Warriors 2 comes out on the PS4. Fire Emblem Echoes Shadow of Valentia, whatever, on the 3DS. Endless Space 2 comes out on the PC. Chroma Squad comes out on the PS4. Mayan Death Robots come out on the Xbox One. Non-Guns comes out on the PC. Paul Knights comes out on the PC, PS4 and Xbox One. Skylar and Pluck's Adventure of Clover Island comes out on the PC, PS4 and Xbox One. And like I said, more than likely Phantom Dust will be coming out sometime for free this week. So on the Xbox One and on Windows 10. So yeah, that's it, guys. That is all the game releases for this week. So yeah, poof. There you go. And Paul says my birthday. It's not my birthday. My birthday's already gone, mate. Is that, yeah, okay. Happy birthday, mate. It's what? Is it on Friday? I'm looking at you, Ryan.
I've got it written down. I'm not going to be here for his birthday. I'm away.
You're away, yeah. So, as always, we might talk about this bit. There's no point of asking Ryan because I said he's going to be away for the next week or two. Is it 2 weeks or 1 week? I can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
Ryan, we can't hear you, mate.
Well, you froze on my screen as well, GD. No, you've...
I'm moving. You're back. Hi, welcome back.
Yeah, everybody froze.
So
I'm away for 1 week.
You're away for 1 week. So there's no point of asking what you're doing because you're doing nothing. Except
I play Pokemon Go in Tenerife.
Yeah, but you can't stream Pokemon Go, mate. Yeah, just... No, don't even think about it.
You know what? In playing it, I am actually sorely let down by
it.
It's all right.
You guys really oversold it to me.
No, we didn't.
I've not been able to find anybody with my Pokemon. What's going on?
Go into the city.
Okay, fair enough.
Knowing your luck, I'm guessing most of the Pokemon you've found are water Pokemon.
Well, no, I haven't. You've seen my Snapchats, haven't you? You've seen the Snapchats of me trying to find Pokemon. There's none here. Everybody's caught them all. It's because I had this fucking Windows phone.
Mate. I'm just going to say this now. They haven't caught them all. There is plenty more. You can catch multiple versions of it. Are you just finding Pidgeys or something at the moment? Because I'm having the opposite. I'm finding a ton of Macros, which is annoying me.
Over and over again.
Over and over again, yeah, because it's a common Pokemon. It's like a pigeon. Anyway, so like I said, there's no reason to ask him, Ryan, but you can watch some of the stuff that he does at beam.pro/I am Ryan and on twitch.tv/I am Ryan. Fantastic. What are you up to this week, mate?
Probably Farpoint.
Farpoint. So you're going to test the little controller.
Maybe Loco again.
Well, anyway, you can catch Tatastic at twitch.tv/TatasticGamer. You also are on Beam, beam.pro/TatasticGamer. And of course, you can always go to his his website, tatasticgamer.com. And there is a couple of videos available on his channel as well at youtube.com/TatasticGamer. We do recommend going to tatasticgamer.com because that's usually where a lot of his reviews and his opinions on stuff as well that he writes down.
Yeah.
And yeah. Yes. Like, go and read his Zeros one. But by the way, you can also find them both on Twitter at I am Ryan and at Tatastic Gamer as well. For me this week, I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the one shot this week at the moment. More than likely, it will be Phantom Dust. Now I've got that downloaded. I might as well. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm doing for next week and my one shot. We're going to be doing Phantom Dust. On tomorrow, Thursday, the 18th, as you can see the image down there, we will be doing our CTG predictions for Backlash, with our main event being the Fatal 4-Way match for the CTG Championship. GD versus Red, Shimmy versus Hanksy versus Heavenly. Shimmy is current champion, and GD is going to be walking out as new champion.
Shimmy's going to be pirate dancing out there.
No! Also on Saturday, I'll be doing Minecraft Survival. I don't know who's going to be joining me for that at the moment, but keep an eye out for that. And on Tuesday, more than likely it will be... I doubt it'll be the Phantom Dust because that video would already be out, hopefully. We'll see what we're doing on Tuesday. We haven't got anything planned at the moment, so keep an eye out for that. But you can find me at twitch.tv/GW2007, beam.pro/CraveYourGame, and also our YouTube channel, youtube.com/CraveYourGames, and on facebook.com/CraveYourGame, where we do stream all our stuff, including this podcast, which starts at Wednesday, 9 p.m. You can find that also at twitch.tv/CTGpodcast. And also follow me on Twitter, at GDW2007. Follow Crave Your Game on Twitter, at Crave Your Game. So let's talk about YouTube channel. This week I did, like I said, Party Hard 2. Ryan he's going to go and visit the doctor this week with Paul.
Yay! What?
Paul's joining you.
Oh, Paul's in it.
Yeah, Paul's in that one. Yeah. And Tatastic is the second part of Static, the Institute of Retention, where he tries to make a picture.
Yes.
Any videos you guys want to recommend this week that isn't our single solo plays?
I don't think I'm watching it this week, you know.
But when are you gonna upload the Bomberman one?
I don't know yet, but I've got it on my computer this time. We've got a couple
Instead
of
of
things.
recommending one that we've already released, I could recommend keeping an eye out for the Bomberman one.
Yeah, all right. Keep an eye out for the Bomberman one.
That is, you'll understand that we played that straight after Game Mania.
I might actually bring that out next week then. Yeah, I'll bring that one out next week. I was planning to do Emmanuel Samuel, but yeah, I'll probably do that one instead.
I really don't know what the fuck we talked about when we were playing it though, so
it's going to be interesting. I've got to listen to it yet, so give me time. But one I recommend this week, I recommend go and watch our Grand Theft Auto one this week because it was we played Vehicle Vendetta, and it was old school versus new school in Crave Your Game. It was me and Ryan versus Kev and Matt. So let's see how that worked. So and then the next week also we've got more Kev picks. So look forward to that as well. You guys got no recommendations? No, not here to Portal 2 or Battlefield 1 or Rocket League.
Rocket League out?
Yeah, Rocket League. First part of Rocket League came out. We talked about the gumballs.
Oh, well, go watch Portal 2 and Rocket League then.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Fantastic.
Yeah, go and watch them too.
Go watch those two.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah, go watch me and GD absolutely annihilate Rocket League.
when we say me and Ryan annihilate it, we mean Apple Assassin basically taking full control of that. I had an excuse. I was half asleep. Ryan, on the other hand...
I just woken up. I never wake up and play computer games straight away.
Should try, mate. It's actually quite fun.
Oh yeah, it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's it. We recommend that. youtube.com/CraveYourGames. We do put our video every day of the week. And so yeah, and also that's where we're doing most of our streamings as well. So thank you guys for joining us for the podcast this week. It has been episode 144 with me, GD, with Ryan, with Tatastic, and we will be back next week for episode 144. Well, me and Tatastic more than likely will be back. Ryan won't be here. He's going to be on holiday.
I'm going to be burning.
It's going to be
I'm
burning.
going to come back looking like a big red tomato.
So in about a couple of episode 146, come and watch Ryan look like a tomato. But until then, thank you guys, and adios, I guess. That's a good one. Adios!
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Somebody amigo.
Bye!
Well, I've done that with the curtains the whole time.
Bye!
Been that to my team.
And to us.